So let's talk a bit about what are the barriers. First one, trust. And this will be the same in every market. Can I trust you? If I put my credit card details on the website, where are they going? Who's taking them? Shoppers have low trust shopping online, particularly first-generation online shoppers. If your parents aren't shopping online, your older siblings aren't shopping online, your friends aren't shopping online, you're not going to be shopping online. The risk is too high. We see this change over time, particularly when people start to shop online for brands they know and they get more comfortable. The other part of it is, can I pay without a card? So most of you credit and debit cards, I assume you use that for most of your transactions online. It's a little bit different in South Africa. South African shoppers still pay with cash in store. Even if you have a bank account in South Africa, if you're a low-skilled worker, you're getting paid at the end of the month, you're going to an ATM and you're withdrawing your whole salary and you are managing your personal finances with cash. At base of our pyramid, that is what they're doing. And Capitec is the main bank for that segment. They will tell you the exact same thing. They see it straight away. Payments go into the accounts, payments go out of the accounts. For online, South Africans therefore prefer some type of cash repayment or what we call an instant EFT, which is a bank transfer. They're not comfortable using debit and credit cards. Maybe initially they want to pay from their bank account. That's their preference. There's an interesting story with this. South Africa had a high reliance on debit orders, so a monthly debit going out of your account instead of the subscription model that we might be familiar with credit cards. And some very smart young people took the University of Cape Town's bank account details, which are online. They have to be online so you know how to pay your university fees. And the University of Cape Town noticed that they had all these 99 Rand debit orders going off their account because you don't need a proof of bank to set up a debit order. So all of these 99 Rand, that's like 3 or 4 euros. You're not getting a notification for it because it's this tiny amount. And what they figured out was there was a syndicate of students who were signing up for gyms, magazine memberships, a bunch of other memberships using the University of Cape Town's bank account instead of their own. Yeah. So they were one of the biggest organizations hit by this, and the regulators in South Africa cracked down and they implemented something called DebiCheck, which has kind of halted the reliance on debit orders. So instead of having your gym subscription on a debit order, you have to go through this thing called DebiCheck. You have to approve it every month. Of course, people don't approve it, so you have these failing payments. So instead, what companies have done have shifted to the card subscription. And I think that's been really powerful in South Africa. So for example, my gym membership back in South Africa used to be a debit order, and then Virgin Active shifted to a card subscription. And that has really helped people get comfortable with shopping online with a card, because they know if their card is already being used for something like a gym membership, it's safe and they can buy products online as well. So that's just a funny story about EFTs and kind of our movement to card. And then the other aspect is, if I have a problem, will you answer my call? This is super important, particularly in South Africa. People have low confidence shopping online, signing up for services. They need to know that if they call you, you will answer the phone, and they want the phone to be answered by someone who sounds like them. That's really important. It's just the reality. I think many of us might feel the same way. We've recently introduced 24/7 service. It was something we only introduced last month. We didn't think it was relevant, but we see now, especially with the betting and gaming industries that are typically making transactions at 2 or 3 a.m., that's become important for us. So that's another factor. I think if you're coming to these countries, you need to understand people want to hear from someone who sounds like them, and they want to be able to phone